Hello, everybody. What's up? Yes, good morning, good afternoon. This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar, back at it again. And I want to talk about this topic today, which is collaboration is necessary but difficult to achieve. I want to give a big shout out to the African superstar family. Thank you guys so much for the tremendous support on my latest single, Liar 2022. I did drop official music video here on the channel on my birthday, June 26th. So please check the community tab if you have not yet seen my new video. Also, big shout outs to the customers of the AfricanSuperstar.com, our members only who support this platform on a monthly basis, and all of you that have sown a seed, shown your well wishes into the African Superstar and the brand. Today, I want to talk about collaboration is necessary, but it is very difficult to achieve. And I just want to kind of set a realistic expectation for those of you that are planning to come to the continent. You have your agenda, you have your game plan, you have all these kind of things, and you're like, you know what, I really just want to achieve these things. The reality is, if you don't try to do certain things, if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't, take a risk or take a gamble or whatever, you stand to lose. You can never win if you don't try. You know, you can never reach different echelons if you don't push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You can never get those things accomplished. However, collaboration is very difficult. Collaboration is very difficult. And in many cases, it does not work out because maybe the parties involved are not going in the same direction. And it's really difficult. The truth is that you may fail several times when you're trying to do your collaboration. I know as someone here on the continent, for instance, I have had many challenges with photographers. What's up? What's up? Big shout outs to Eternal Blossom. Thank you for being here yet again. So one of the challenges that I have had is with photographers. I dated a celebrity photographer, back in 2019, Joseph Mayer. He's amazing, but, his communication is not great. I've since then tried other photographers, and I haven't really, he set the bar very high in terms of what I'm expecting, the quality of what I'm expecting. And so I've struggled with the photography. I know Eternal Blossom, she definitely knows that. She was on site with me on my last photo shoot for my birthday. Big shout outs to her. See, you got to love real family members. That's real family members. I love you guys all, but those that I get to actually spend time with and, are there for me and show their tangible support for me here in Ghana. I really appreciate you guys. So yes, Eternal Blossom accompanied me with my latest photo shoot, which was crazy. It was, I mean, most things that could go wrong on that day went wrong. Okay. However, the images were, the images were nice. They were okay. But not exactly what I was ultimately going for. Big shout out to Andrew. What's up, guys? If you're here, like the stream. The fact is, other than that, my team is amazing. Okay, my videographer, absolutely amazing. Big shout outs to ONAP Studios. He's responsible for all of my music videos currently. He also shot the intro to Love on the Continent. For those of you guys that remember Love on the Continent, we shot that intro at Cape Coast. I'm very, very pleased with him. I've actually never had any problems with him today. Thank God. Big shout outs to ONAP Studios. My makeup artist is amazing. Great MUA. He was gifted to me through Joseph Mayer, my celebrity photographer ex-boyfriend. And Gladys, Gladys on the beat with the hair, huh? Go Gladys. She's always coming up with hot styles. I mean, she recommended this gray. I wasn't too sure about it. But I must admit, it has grown on me. Big shout outs to Gladys. The point is that, guys, you're going to go through growing pains as you try to do collaborations. We talk a lot about unity and we talk a lot about how beautiful it would be if Black people unite. But when you're actually on the ground trying to create these bridges and trying to do this work, you will find out it's very, very challenging. Some people are not going in your direction. Realistically, for many of us diasporians, collaboration is going to be the only way that we escalate, because we need to tap into our options here. Okay. And we can't fully do that on our own because we're not, indigenous here. There's a lot of things we don't know. We don't have the networks. We don't know we don't have the history. You got people growing up here on the continent. They've gone to school together. Some people are family. You need to kind of tap into that. But the collaboration piece is difficult. That's just the honest to God truth. And you have to be very careful with who you're dealing with. You have to kind of, try to screen these people. Even if you do, it's still difficult. Sometimes they say they want the same things you want. They say that they're heading your direction. And once you get to dealing with them, you come to realize that they are not. And it's very difficult. I would say for someone at my position, a lot of the people that I come in contact with are not going to be on my level. Okay. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. You know what I mean? I've now lived in 3 countries. I've traveled to 20. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a musician. I'm a motivational speaker. A lot of people have not done many of the things that I've done in my life to this date, and that's fine. Okay. I'm well aware of that. And that's why, for instance, I would, try to assess the individual that I'm trying to collaborate with. You're going to have to gamble, guys. You win some, you lose some. It is what it is. But the reality is, whatever you're trying to achieve, if whatever you're trying to achieve is, a part of your purpose and mission, or something that's very important to you, you're going to keep going forward, irrespective of the setbacks. You're not going to write off the continent because you had a crazy experience. You're not going to write off Black love because you had a crazy experience. Okay. You're not going to give up on your business or whatever because you had a failed deal. You're going to keep on going on. It's part of life. And what I talk about all the time here on the channel is SMP. And that is basically, strategy. I believe that converting negativity and experiences that happen to you to something positive is the best way. Okay. Because certainly we know internalizing it is not good. We know that, lashing out or being violent or angry is not good. These things can have a negative effect on you. You have to kind of harness that energy and redirect it, and you have to be real. You got to be realistic. Big shout outs to Monica. I spoke to her this morning. My other girlfriend, Monica here. The 3 of us was all out 2 weeks ago. Huh? Me, Monica, and Ayana, we went out. We turned up. We had an amazing time. Monica called this morning and we had a long conversation kind of about this subject matter. It's difficult to partner with our continental Africans in many ways. We have similarities, we may even share, we share our origins, certainly, but culturally, and realistically, environmentally, our peers are growing up in totally different circumstances than what we are. And that makes that communication barrier, difficult. Also with the perception that they have of us, makes the way that we interact difficult. Monica and I were talking about how, in regards to relationships, you have continental Africans and they do treat different people differently. There are certain cultural norms that they will have to observe with their own people that they feel are not in effect with us, because they feel, oh, these people don't know, or these people don't have families that will hold us accountable, or, that doesn't apply because these are different kind of women, whatever it goes. And that's the truth. Collaboration is difficult. It's challenging, but I encourage you guys not to give up on what you're doing. Because if you do, you can never win. If you do, you can never win. Let's say, first trivia question of the day. What's up, guys? Make sure you like the stream if you're here. I'm going to start shout outs. So please leave me something in the chat room in a minute after this analogy. First trivia question. Okay. Let's say that there are 10, let's see here. 10, I'm trying to think of a sport here. Okay, let's say there's 10 basketball games, okay? Yeah, the playoffs, okay? I don't know how many actual I'm not a sports person, but let's say there's 10 basketball games, okay? Between Amina and Matrell on a Mission. Big shout out to Matrell on a Mission out there in Egypt. I see you, girl. All right. So let's say there's 10 games. No, okay, there got to be 11, right? I think there got to be 11. It'll be the best out of 11 because it got to be an odd number. Okay. So there's 11 basketball games between Amina's team and Matrell on a Mission's team. Okay. Now, after the second game, Amina beats Matrell on a Mission 2-0. Okay. Now, Matrell is feeling, discouraged. She's feeling like, damn, Amina's team is really well trained. They've been eating good. They big. You know what I'm saying? Amina down there, she got some Southern basketball players on her team. You know what I'm saying? So Matrell is like, man, I don't know if we can win. Matrell on a Mission's team drops out of the basketball game. Okay. That automatically makes Amina the winner. And how much percentage does Matrell on a Mission have of winning the championship? Once she decides to give up, what's her probability, guys? What's Matrell on a Mission's probability of winning the championship? After her second game, she says, man, I can't compete with Amina's team. They're too fast. They're too big. Now, I give this analogy because this is what a lot of you guys do. Okay? You have one interaction with a continental African. And now you've sworn off all the others. Okay? You got your heart broke by one black man, one black woman. Now you've had enough. You had a bad experience at a restaurant here in Ghana. So now you're never going back to that restaurant again. You reduce your probability of winning when you quit. And I can't speak for all of you, but the win after so much failure or so much disappointment or so many setbacks, that win is so much more precious than any other win. Second trivia question. How many of you guys, the first trivia question was, what's Matrell on a Mission's probability of winning the championship when she drops out after the second basketball game? Okay, that was the first one. All right, I see that. Only Pam could follow directions and answer. Good for her. Second trivia question. How many of you guys have younger siblings? Put a number 2 in the chat room if any of you guys have younger siblings. Put number 2. And I promise I'm going to start shout-outs after this. So leave me something if you want to be greeted, okay? Shout-outs after this second question, okay? Now, for those of you guys that have younger siblings, you know what it's like to beat the heck up out of them, right? If you're playing video games, if you're playing board games, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing actual sports, it's actually child's play. You might have a little baby brother or baby sister, and you say, okay, let's race to the end of the street. Obviously, they're a baby. They think they can race. They think they can, It's just so funny as I think about it. But obviously, you say, okay, let's go, and obviously you're going to win. You're going to win without even trying, okay? That kind of win, it doesn't have the same relevance as a win that you fought for. A win that you had to be resilient. A win when you were the underdog. That's what they call it in sports. When the team was down 20 points and, their star player got put on the bench and it just looked like everything was not in their favor. And then they still managed to pull out the game at the end. The way those kind of champions celebrate, it's different than when you beat, my personal story is I used to beat my little sister at Uno. Huh? I used to beat my little sister at Uno, and it used to be so sweet. I would get the little combo together. I would hit her with the draw 4, draw 2, skip, reverse back to me, you know, colors yellow, put down a combo. We used to call those combos. I don't know if y'all do, y'all other Uno players. And I used to beat her with like 10 cards, and I just, ooh, it was so great. But that's not the kind of same win as, you know, that win that you had to persist for. Collaboration is necessary, guys. And those of you on the continent, you know that what I'm saying is true. It's absolutely necessary. Is everybody ready for us? No. Is everybody on our thinking plane? No. Are some people not being honest and being deceptive? Yes. Will you fail? Yes. Severally. Yes, it's likely. If you win on your first go, it's sweet. Appreciate it. But that's probably not likely how it's going to go. In my case, I had success with a videographer on my very first go. How do I thank him? I acknowledge him all the time, and I give him repeat business. Okay. My makeup artist, first time. I don't have any horror stories of, oh my God, they did my makeup and I don't like it. No, I've been having the same makeup artist since 2019. How do I appreciate him? Repeat business and promotion. Okay. Sometimes you win. Ladies, you know, when it comes to hairdressers, okay, you might have to try several before you get one that's got the juice, or nail techs, or eyebrow, people. You know what I mean? I told you I'm going up and down right now trying to find the right photographer for my needs. Okay, I've been going up and down. It's the name of the game. Love life. Obviously, you guys see I just put out Liar 2022 about my love life. You know, do I give up on Black men? Do I give up on African men? No. You know what I mean? I know there's still some good people out there. I know that. I've had the pleasure of dating some really great men in the past. You roll with it. Collaboration is necessary. It's the only way that we're going to pivot on here on this continent. If we come by ourselves and we don't collaborate, we really will not get far. That's the honest to God truth. But collaborating is also not easy. If it was easy, it would already have been done. And I'm all about being very realistic here on this platform to help you have success in your journey. Because you got to know that when you come here that, hey, everybody's not clapping for you. Everybody's not offering support. It's not just going to be like Legos where you just come and plug in and you just build your tower. No. Okay. You've got to be resilient. You've got to be strategic. You got to have maturity to understand this is part of the journey. You are pioneering. Okay. Think about the stories that we learned about pioneers, okay? Because they did lie a lot to us in education. We don't really know what the pioneers were like, but we learned stories about pioneers. So in your mind, you think of a pioneer, you think of, I always think of someone coming to like an uncleared land, and they got to like cut trees, and they got to build like a little log cabin, and they got to start a fire. They got to go hunt to get the food. They might have to deal with the natives that are in the land. I'm thinking really, colonial America. That's essentially, we are African superstar pioneers out here on this continent. We don't wear white curly wigs and got, big buckles on our boots and all of that. We might have gray twisties and, bikinis and sunglasses and, whatever else we got. But we are pioneering here on this continent, guys. We're doing things right now that people that have come before us refuse to do or have not done. And it's not easy. It's not sweet. It's not smooth. The same way that a pioneer would be to an uncleared land. Do you think cutting a tree is easy work? Hello? Some of you guys may have cut trees. I've never cut a tree, but I know it's not easy. Even people with saws got to apply some effort to get the saw in the tree trunk and then get it to go through. And it might take a little minute to go through and whatever. You got to anticipate that this journey is going to come with some suffering, some disappointment. some failure, huh? You know, it's going to require the very best of you. And you got to know that the most important part of this whole thing is the end result. That's what we're working for. Okay? At the end of the day, after I spend 20 years here on the continent, I won't remember every moment. Okay? I won't remember when I went to the market and they tried to charge me 10 CDs more than the other person. I won't remember that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Support and love. I'm not going to remember probably, I mean, I can't say I won't remember Liar 2022 because I probably will. But other failed situations, you know, other things that were supposed to work out that didn't work out, I'm not going to remember them all. You know, I'm not going to remember going to the you know, my favorite tilapia place and them saying, "Oh, madam, please, I beg, we're out of this." I'm not going to remember that. But in 20 years, I will have built a very impressive legacy for myself that I can look back and say, wow, Gina, you did it. Against all the odds, you did it. You did it when it wasn't hot. You never gave up. You had countless setbacks. People said you couldn't do it. You never gave up. Now look at your life. Beautiful. Look at your legacy. Beautiful. All because you gave up. Let's not be like Matrell and give up after the second game. What Matrell didn't know was after that second game, you know what I'm saying, Amina's star basketball player was going to be injured, was going to be out the rest of the championship, and that was going to leave Amina's team vulnerable enough for Matrell to compete and win. Matrell had a very fair opportunity to win that championship. But because she quit after the second game, she'll never know. She got discouraged after the second game. Some of you guys have given up things after the second game. You bowed out quick, you gave up, you got insecure, you got discouraged, and you said, it's just easier to be, you know, a lot of our peers know how dangerous, for instance, it is in America. A lot of our peers know that. A lot of our, I mean, you would have to be stupid and not have any eyes and no comprehension to not understand how dangerous it is in the States. But guess what? Because the concept of an alternative option, whatever that means, is difficult and is going to challenge their comfort zone, they rather take the chance and roll the dice in an obviously dangerous environment than set out here and try to take control of their destiny and be hands-on their destiny. A lot of people talk, guys. A lot of people talk. We see here on YouTube, people talk about unity all the time. Are they actually applying unity? You know, on my video, Liar 2022, there was a comment, a now deleted comment, that said that obviously I know that many people here on the continent, what can they do for me? And so getting involved with certain people is not a wise gamble, basically. And to that, I simply say, you can't win if you don't play. You have to take the risk. I'm fully aware of the risk. I'm fully aware of the risk. I'm not above the risk. A person would think, yeah, the African superstar, she's probably not the one to try. But guess what? People will also try me. I'm not ethereal. You know, I'm not above the situations that I talk about here on the channel. I'm not above the experiences that other diasporans are having. I would consider myself a very knowledgeable person on Ghana. I've been traveling here for several years. Okay, I'm definitely not a novice. People are still going to try it because that's what they're going to do. But guess what? My objective is still my objective. Okay, my objective is my responsibility. It's not anybody else's responsibility. I can't let someone come onto my path and have that much control over my future. And that's what some of you guys do. You know, the first setback and you can't handle it. You know, I rather be as hands-on with my life and future potential as I possibly can be. I take the risk over and over and over again on many occasions. I win and I lose. But I tell you what, when I win, it's like those sweet, 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 super sweet victories that I talked about, because I know that I had to persist to get those wins. You know, many doors have opened for me here on the continent because I refuse to give up. You know, because I'm actually applying innovation every day to carve out my life. Living like that takes so much courage. I used to think it wasn't really that extraordinary, but the older I get and the more I see my peers settle for mediocrity because it's comfortable, I understand that living the way that I do takes immense courage. Immense courage, you know, because rather than settle for the template that I've been given, you know, big shout outs again to Monica. We had a long conversation. We're on the phone probably for about 2 hours this morning. We talked about that too, that, you know, in the West, we're kind of provided a lifestyle, okay, which is, as she put it, work and die. That was her summary. And that's what we're given. That's what we're told is the norm. And they put a big title on it called the American Dream. You know, but when you break it down, you may not like that. You know, you may not like the fact that, you know, for me, like I said, it starts with the alarm clock. I hate waking up to alarm clock. So right then and there, my day is already, I'm already, you know what I'm saying? You wake up to an alarm clock, you go spend the majority of your days, most days, at a job working for someone else. You're getting not even a reasonable fraction of the profits of that business. You're getting something that essentially you live hand to mouth. Okay. The things that you may want to do, you may not even be able to afford or have time to do them. And, you know, that's your life. And you're going to do that for 30 plus years, especially if you're born, you know, in the 80s. You know, people that are baby boomers and stuff, they had better retirement plans and pensions. They could actually retire, you know, relatively younger and still have a bit of their life and have good incomes to support it. What our generation stands to inherit is not very encouraging. So I'm going to go ahead and be courageous and try to carve out something different out of Gina's life. You know, because the alternative is not appetizing and the alternative is not satisfactory to me. So therefore, I'm going to go ahead and take responsibility of where I go from here. I understand that collaboration is a necessary evil for where I'm trying to go. You know, I put a very sentimental post on my Instagram today to acknowledge all of my team here in Ghana. Again, my videographer team, ONAB Studios, my makeup artist, Gray MUA, and my hairdresser, Gladys, from Masterpieces Beauty Clinic. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing currently without their support and their coordination. Working with them at times, you know, we may have communication issues sometimes, or someone might be delayed, or we might have unforeseen things. But I recognize I would not be able to, for instance, be the African superstar without these components. They're very, very important. You know, Gladys always makes sure my hair is on point every time I have an interview or anything to do. She will rearrange her schedule to accommodate me. You know what I'm saying? That is so special. Gray has spent so many hours with me on my sets and my music videos. You know, he has been a great friend at times, you know, listening to various things that's going on in my life and being a trusted confidant. ONAB is amazing. You know, if you live here on the continent, you know that some people are not, it requires a lot of instruction to get certain things achieved the way you want them done. ONAB is someone that I don't have to elaborate a lot about what I'm going for when I talk to him about the video projects. When I kind of express to him or send him some pictures, some kind of inspo, he can, you know, articulate that perfectly through our projects, you know, and I just think it's amazing. But it's a testament that why collaboration is necessary. As I continue to grow and go further, I will need more and more moving parts. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and put Anita as my project manager. Hello. Anita's going to be my project manager to handle stuff here in Ghana because it'd be crazy. All right, I did promise you guys I was going to do shout outs. So here we go. Big shout outs to the African Superstar family. And big shout outs to Check Your Spirit 24/7. With that super chat, you guys can be like them and go ahead and support the stream. Don't forget to hit the likes. We have several of you here, so don't be shy and leave me something in the chat room if you want to be greeted. First and foremost, we got Eternal Blossom in the building. What's up, Mr. Andrew? I see you there. Yes, yes, yes. What's up, TT? Hi, sweetie. Good morning to you. It's afternoon here in Ghana. It's a little bit after 2 o'clock right now. What's up, Matron on a mission? Once again, she's out there in Egypt. So if any of you guys have any questions, and I know she actually operates tours and things like that. She's also a content creator here. So please do go over to her channel. It's Matrell on a Mission, and get more information about your Egyptian questions and needs. What's up? Amina is here. Amina is the champion of our faux basketball competition. She beat Matrell on a Mission because Matrell on a Mission dropped out of the championship. Big shout outs to Amina. What's up? What's up? What's up? Pam OT Traveler is in the building with us. I see you there. Thanks all of you guys who participated in the trivia questions. Lorne is here from our members only. Members only is designated by the circle next to your name. They get behind the scenes content. They usually get music videos before the rest of you guys and other things like that. So you can subscribe to our members only by hitting join next to subscribe, or there's a link on this video. What's up? What's up? Lemmy God is in the building. Yes. Lucky you. Lucky you today. Lemmy God is talking about some of the, benefits, of collaboration. So Lemmy God says, some brother from the U.S. befriended a guy from Zimbabwe, went there for a visit and hooked up with a chief and got lucrative land deal. The guy is not on YouTube, but he got a major breakthrough. This is what we talk about, but it doesn't, that's a great example of how something may have gone in his favor. Sometimes it doesn't work that easily. And that's something else our people are really not, not doing great at, is being grateful for the things that you do. When you do have a win, by all means, celebrate. Don't be apologetic. Now, this is Matrell on a Mission. Let's see what she says. Matrell on a Mission says, how about collaborate with other expats in the industry there in Ghana? That would be cool to see. Now, Matrell on a Mission, I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you. Okay. The expat community is a complex one, and it's quite interesting. You have people that are here for a multitude of reasons, and from what I've experienced, a lot of them I wouldn't necessarily say are the right reasons. I know that Ghana, for instance, has become extremely trendy, and so many people are coming here. They're motivated by, again, various things. What they're ascertaining here on the continent may not be what I'm ascertaining. And you, of all people, I know, because you've been here with me for a while, you know that I'm very mindful of who I fraternize with. It's important, for the reason of what I'm talking about today, because, sometimes when you are associating with people and they're not on the same plane as you, and I think I'm pretty clairvoyant a lot of times of avoiding a lot of things. I don't have a lot of sob stories here in Ghana because I do try to assess the situation going in. I'm not above it happening to me, but it's not going to happen on a frequent basis to me. So when I discern certain behaviors with certain people or kind of pick up certain context clues, so I kind of feel, unfortunately, at the way that the expat community is currently, I don't really want to associate a lot with it. I'm much more interested in collaborating with local people here in Ghana because I feel that, those relationships can actually help me in my particular aspirations. Other people may be doing other things. I'm trying to build a life here on the continent, build a music career, build a family. I don't want to just fraternize with other people from the West and kind of just be in a little pocket and bubble, which is what a lot of people want to do. I would say probably expats that may be coming to Egypt, they probably have much more desire to be in Egypt than a part of the trends, because moving to Egypt right now is not the hot thing. But if, you know, Cairo ever becomes like the place to be for the Black diaspora, you'll understand exactly the dynamic that we're dealing with here. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't say no, Matrona Mission, but yeah. It's probably not a go, because they be on some people be on some other stuff. I mean, you can see it. You can see the difference in perspective and content, even here on YouTube. How some people, you know, discuss the locals, discuss different situations they've been in, you know, just kind of that energy that they have. It's not positive, and it's not really going to create the bridge that we really need to be focused on building. And in many ways, that was kind of a downfall of like Liberia. You know, we all, some of us, a lot of you should know the story of Liberia, but apparently there were Liberians that came, you know, Afro-Liberians that moved back to Liberia, and there was quite a divide there, you know, and instead of them being able to bridge the gap, it kind of became a failure for migration's purposes, as I would say. You know, and we have so many complex things when it comes to this migration. We all know that collaboration and unity is where it's at, but many people are not practicing it, and that's just the truth. And it makes it really difficult. But I basically came to bring this message just to encourage you guys, as always, on your journey, trying to mentally prepare you for the things that you may encounter here, so that you can be ready. So that if you do face it, you're not like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. It's not. You're not the first person to go through this. You know, it's a part of our transition here. It's part of us, pioneering here, that we're going to experience various things. So big shout outs to the African Superstar family. I really appreciate you guys for your time today. And thank you so much. Check your spirit 24/7 for your super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you all for the birthday wishes as well. A lot of you guys did send birthday cash apps. I had some purchases from the AfricanSuperstar.com. I had some Ghanaian consultations that I did. So all of you guys, I appreciate those seeds that you sowed. I did get, generous birthday gift from Dr. Lincoln. So thank you so much for that. He actually got my jewelry for me that was in my new Kente photo shoot. So big shout outs to him on that, because that's super lit. I got a custom superstar, which nobody else has here in Ghana. So that's really super sweet. So yes, guys, I did enjoy my birthday. I enjoyed most of all sharing my brand new music and music video with the platform. I'm very, very proud of my upcoming project. ONAB and I are already in discussions of the future project. We have some other tracks. Obviously, we're preparing music videos and things like that. So it's amazing. I thank all of you for being a continued part of our platform. If you're yet to subscribe, please make sure that you do, so that you don't miss what I'm doing here. What? Because I can only go up from here. I got contacted by actually an artist today in Cape Coast. Big shout outs to all my Cape Coast folks out there in Ghana that said, hey, look, there's some award shows. I'm trying to get you in. I'm like, I said, bruh, I'm ready. Huh? What? What? You see what I'm saying, guys? This is, okay, I know I'm wrapping up. I really am about to wrap up. But this is what I'm talking about. Okay? When I set out to move here back in 2018, when I made the decision that I was going to move to the continent, I didn't know I was going to become a music star. Huh? I didn't. When I even recorded my first track, I didn't know what the reception's going to be like. Now now I perform in Ghana. I've been on the radio. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be at award shows. Bruh, listen. Huh? So they slid in my DM today and was like, yo, I was just at this award show last week. I wish I would. And you know, the reason was because they ran across Liar 2022 on TikTok. And it was like, man, I love your style. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. We can do some collabs. I know people I can link you with. And I'm like, yeah, see? But it takes you persisting. Everybody was against me coming to Ghana. You know what I mean? With the exception of other people that are either living here or also in the process. People all in my environments in the UK, people in America, family members, you know, the whole nine. Previous church members, they were all against the direction I've taken in life. And look where it's getting me. You know, when I go to sleep at night, I'm very content in the direction that I'm taking. That's a priceless thing that many people can't say. You know, if my time were to come very soon, I can literally say I've lived my life robustly. I have set out to achieve my goals and I've done them. You know, now, obviously, you always keep setting more and more goals. You have more future wishes. But I would say, fortunately for me, I've achieved most of the largest things I wanted to do already. I don't have regrets about how I've been living life. And have I done this and achieved this and this and that? That's profound to be able to say. But it takes a lot of courage, guys, and a lot of resilience to be able to make your life work on your terms and do what you want to do. You know? And I really can't wait. I really can't wait to achieve more things because of all the opposition that I'm getting. And the other part of that is how they want to eat off your plate. See, people used to say I was crazy about Africa and this and that and the other. Now they want to be in my DMs. They want to be asking me questions. They want to be sweating me. Huh? Certainly when the music blows up, they're going to want, can I get a VIP ticket? You know, we go way back to school. I don't know. How you treating me right now? I don't know. They're going to want to come chill, leaving my mansion. But you called me crazy though. But I'm really going to enjoy. I'm really going to enjoy watching them try and ask. All right, guys, I got to go. But big shout out to the African Superstar family. Thank you so much for spending your morning or afternoon with me. Okay? I will see you guys again very, very soon. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.